Had her in my phone as potential future boo.
Saw her and I was like, oh shit, like she's like super cute.
Oh, that was an interesting situation.
Became a throuple after that. Unconventional means of meeting.
A girl that he was hooking up with's birthday party, and I accidentally stole him away from her.
It was like Prince Charming, like love at first sight.
Rest is history.
The rest is history.
Then the rest of that has been history. I'm curious to know if people are meeting in person or online nowadays. So first off, how did you meet?
We kind of met online, but we also had mutual friends too. So officially connected online, I would say.
Where was that? Like a dating app?
Yeah, it was on Hinge.
And how long ago was this?
2 years?
It might have been 3 years.
3 years?
Several years
Yeah.
ago. I had my motorcycle down there. I took her on a ride. She really liked it. We had a good time.
That was our first
Then eventually my motorcycle got stolen and we reconnected when she had, I had posted about it and she had reposted it and we hadn't talked in a little while. And so it was actually really sweet and that's what kind of made us like kind of reconnect in a way.
That motorcycle meant a lot to him, you know, and you know, it was our first date too that when we went on that. So yeah, I just wanted to help as much as I could.
Did you get the motorcycle back?
No, it's gone forever, unfortunately. I grieved. It happens.
How long have you guys been together?
Just over a year. Yeah.
How did you meet?
Well, we both actually worked together for about a year, so we became friends first and then found out we liked each other, so we started dating.
Did one of you like make the obvious first move to like take it from the friendship?
I think that would have been me, yeah. Peyton was moving here and I wasn't, so I had to tell her, I liked her.
I grew up in Thailand and she was a military kid.
My dad was stationed in Thailand at the time, so I was visiting him.
We both kind of were like in a market in Thailand and like saw her and I was like, oh shit, like she's like super cute.
So you saw her and did you just go up to her and were you direct?
Walked up,
It was like Prince Charming, like love at first sight. The rest is history. We're eating pad thai together. We're like talking about naming our dogs like Thai names.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go after what you want.
I took her best friend to prom junior year of high school. That's how like I kind of got to know her a little better. And then senior year we had every class together.
And plus, we both have last names that start with P, and so in all of those classes that we had together, we sat next to each other.
And then she asked me out.
Well, I didn't ask you out. I told you I liked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was friends with her ex at the time.
So you were friends with her ex and you went to prom with her. Are you guys still friends and are you still friends?
Yeah, I'm still friends with my best friend, but
I haven't talked to that guy.
yeah,
Is it because of this?
Yeah.
yeah, he was not. He did not take it too well.
Well, you can't stop true love, right?
No.
We actually met online. So our church was doing a 21 days to better dating. We both decided to get on for different reasons and ended up talking about ice cream and movies and yeah.
One of the prompts was like go-to ice cream flavor. So I gave out like a full reason of why I think there should be chocolate chipless cookie dough. Just cookie dough. I don't want the chocolate chips. She jumped in with, well, I've got something for you. And so we broke off into a side conversation just from that.
Even though it was online, it was like facilitated through something that you guys are already involved with and already have mutually in common.
It was better than your traditional online dating, which is rough.
We met at actually in college. We were a part of the same dance team. We met each other one day. We just, kind of built that friendship from there. And so
Yeah, we've been together for 6 years now.
Did someone make an obvious initial move?
It
Or
was me for sure.
did you make your intentions clear right from the
Oh,
get-go?
100%. Had her in my phone as my contact as potential future boo.
How'd you meet?
Online. On Tinder.
How did it go down? Did he have like a clever pickup line or what?
My girlfriend at the time found her online and they started talking.
Became a throuple after that. So it was a very unconventional means of meeting.
Yeah, we were like a very loving relationship, the three of us.
We were together about a year and a half, and then we discovered that that's just not a good way to be long term.
It was like, hey, like this is working out a lot better. And all of us are still cool.
We met in high school. I was in 11th grade, right?
Yep, and I was in 12th grade.
New Year's Eve party.
It's funny because we were sitting around a fire and she was kind of like standoffish and she was just by herself and I was
Don't make me sound like a loser.
well, she was by herself and I was like, do you want to sit down next to me? Do you want to hang out? But then the rest of that has been history.
He was like an upperclassman, so I knew who he was, though. So he didn't know who I was.
We've been together for what now?
11 years?
11 years.
We're rare. We met in person 3 years ago tomorrow at a bar at a girl that he was hooking up with's birthday party. And I happened to be there and I accidentally stole him away from her.
Are you sure it was an accident?
Well, I didn't know they were hooking up, but I was stealing him away because I love him so much.
Well, it wasn't an accident, don't worry.
Well,
And this was a friend of yours?
Kinda. We hadn't talked in a while, but I was at this bar and it happened to be her birthday party as well. Tomorrow is our anniversary of when we met, and so I do text her every year. It's her birthday.
Because it's her birthday, or just to rub it in her face?
Right. That's right. Thanks, Kate.
We'll have to tag Kate down in the comments.
So we both went to Ohio State, and we worked at the gyms there, and we really didn't like know each other personally, but we knew of each other, and we were kind of friends. And then shortly after we graduated, we sort of just ran into each other at a bar.
Yeah. So we were coworkers first, friends, and then over like 6 months to a year, we rekindled and then started dating after that.
And who made the first move to like take it from the friendship?
Well, it was
usual.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because like we literally just like ran into each other, and I was like, "Oh, I know you. There you go." You were like, "Well, I'm not doing anything tomorrow," and I was like, "Well, neither am I."
And then he was like, "You have my number," and I was like, "I do have your number."
Yeah,
So it was kind of mutual.
We met online.
Did you meet on a dating app?
On Hinge.
Were you pretty quick to get off the app and like get together? And who made the first move? How did that look?
It was about a week, I think. And then I asked for her number, and about a week or two, we made plans for a first date.
I saw her come in a sparkly blue dress on New Year's, and I was like, who's that? And then she ended up joining into our group.
I went to a different college than him, but his friends played Ultimate Frisbee with me. Then they introduced us.
So you just happened to notice her, and then your friends already knew her, but you didn't realize that?
Right.
Yeah.
And then ended up being whole night we hanging out together.
So did you like make the first move or initial contact?
I think I made the first move, probably. But he asked me out like a couple months later, so.
Right, it wasn't immediate.
We met in person.
We met when we were in elementary school, but we've been together for like 9.5 years.
We were both in the academic team. And,
Bunch of nerds. Love at first sight.
So how old would you have been?
Grade.
I was 9.
However old, 3rd or 4th grade.
How old would you have been when you first officially started dating?
In high school. I was 15.
a junior, so I was 16.
15, then 16.
Yeah.
Did someone make like the first distinctive move, or?
So you posted a thing on your Snapchat story about Andrew Luck, and my name is Andrew, so I was like, hey.
I was in love with Andrew.
You took any opportunity you could.
Swiped up on that.
Yeah.
I was in love with Andrew Luck, and so I had to do an assignment for Spanish.
Yeah.
My husband was Andrew Luck, so I posted that. He was like, wow, I didn't know we were married.
So we met at college. I was sitting down first day of class right by the door, and she sprints in late for class and just takes the first seat next to me.
Was that on purpose?
No, it was just the first seat inside the door, and then I talked to him in our next class because we didn't realize we had our next class, and I didn't purposely sit next to him because I like to find someone to study with.
And did someone make like the first intentional move, or how did that work?
Oh, definitely her.
Yeah, I did that. It took us a while, but yeah, I definitely walked up to him and I was like, hey, do you want to study together this year? And then he did ask me to lunch. He almost forgot to ask for my phone number, but he did ask me to lunch.
Well, there you have it, guys. Obviously a small sample size, but from the people I talked to, it sure seems like there are still people meeting in person, which is a great sign. Seems like a lot of them started out as friends and kind of slowly progressed into a more romantic relationship. Or someone approached a stranger, someone had to put themselves out there, kind of put their ego aside and take a risk. And I think that's something you can learn from if you're looking to meet a partner. I don't know, I personally have gotten pretty sick of the dating apps. I think just putting yourself out there is kind of the most important thing. Let me know down in the comments how you met your partner. I'd be curious to know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That's all I got for this one. Peace.